Hey everyone, happy Sunday to you. I hope all is well. I will keep this one short since I have the same people in both courses. This course is set up in 1305 a little bit differently in that your quizzes are over 3 chapters, not over 1. So last week you didn't have anything due. This week, I should say. You didn't have this into this current week. You didn't have anything due. You were just supposed to read chapter 1. This week you have your first DB due, and DBs in this course are a little different than they are in 1300. In 1300 you have the word counts and the everything still in this course needs to be in APA writing. You got to understand that, and you got to at least cite something where you can in your textbook. But and the same thing applies with replying to your peers. You still need to do that, but this is going to give you a case study on Jamal. And it's in chapter 2, page 47, I believe. And you're going to answer these questions from this prompt. But I want it to be a free flow of ideas, and I want you to make it. If you can do it in 100 words, do it in 100 words. If you can do it in 200, do it in 200. Just make it count. Right? I don't want a novel, but I don't want a sentence. I want you to answer the questions thoughtfully with the information that you have to support your opinion, right? So that's something, and then respond to your peers. Same thing, due on Thursdays. All the guidelines are here. So again, you still have to use your resources. The word count's not as important in this one, so you can kind of, like I said, do away with that. But that's due this week. Next week is your first quiz in this course. I'm sorry, your second quiz in this course. Wait. Nope, first quiz in this course. Syllabus quiz doesn't count. This is quiz 1, and it's going to be on an article about dopamine. It's a great article. I hope you all read it. It's also on chapter 3. Actually, it's through chapters 1, 2, and 3, so I hope you've been reading your chapters along the way. That'll be on major substance and effects. Then week 5, you don't have anything due. You have to read chapter 4. Week 6, there'll be another DB, and then followed by week 7, a quiz on chapters 4, 5, and 6. So that'll take us up to the next DB week 8, and we'll be at the midway point already. This class is just cruising, guys. So just follow your syllabus. I know sometimes some of the calendar grades may not align, but just always follow your syllabus, and you can always reach out to me if there's an issue. So remember, still got to do the APA writing. Still got to use a resource. Should be your textbook. And you still got to apply to your peers, and the due date's the same. The 200 to 250 word count doesn't apply to this DB. Yeah, and so I look forward to reading your thoughts on Jamal in that case. It's very interesting about ethical and legal issues. So I'll be curious to see that. And then you have your first quiz, and then the following week you don't have anything due. So I will reach back out to you next week with another video to talk about the DBs. This few people, I probably will comment on yours. I usually don't comment. I just do a video. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Either way, I'm going to read them, and we'll talk. I'll discuss them, or I'll respond to them either way. Yeah, so I look forward to that. And as always, like I said, I'll keep this one short because the other one's a little bit longer than 1300. And as always, if I can be of any help or any support, don't hesitate to reach out, guys. We'll talk soon.